Hi, this is Leah with Backyard Homestead in Starkville, Mississippi, and we are out this morning and we are going to cut the tops out of our peppers this year. We've been thinking about doing this for about 3 years. We've been watching videos and trying to decide if it's something we wanted to do or not, and we think we're going to do it. We've heard several different things, that you need to wait until you have 4 sets of leaves, and we've got that. We've also heard you need to wait until the pepper's just about starting to bloom, and ours are doing that. We've heard about forming the little Y at the top of the plant, at the very top, and we are starting to get that. So we think we've filled all the requirements that we've heard about to go ahead and cut the tops out. And we're doing this because we want to have a bushier plant instead of such a tall, leggy plant, and hopefully not have as much need of a support. In the past few years, we've had to stake every single plant, and we'd like to avoid that. So we're going to go in and just cut the tops out.
Yeah.
And that's it. Snip the top. It's very scary, and I'm not sure my heart's in this, but we're doing it. And now, in theory, what's supposed to happen, all these little bracts where the leaves are coming out, it's almost like they're forming a new plant from the side, so it should get really bushy. We watched another video where then each of those little plants that comes from the sides, he would even top those to make them get bushier and bushier, and we'll have to kind of see what we do from this stage. But we're going to top all of these. These are our California Wonders and our Mammoth Jalapenos, and I think we're going to go ahead and top the rest of them too. So just try something new this year. So we're going to go through now and top out all of these pepper plants. Yeah, I'm still not sure if my heart's completely in this, but the garden's a constant experiment. All right, we're going to go through and top all these now. All right, here these guys are. These are our bell peppers and our jalapenos, and we've topped them all out. So we'll see what happens with these guys. It should make them start bushing out, have shorter, bushier plants this year. Okay, next project for today, this is our red romaine lettuce, and it is bolting, going to seed all but a couple little plants in here. So I am going to dig up 3 of these and just move them to an out of the way area to let them go to seed, so we'll have red romaine seed. And then our Lola Rosa, our little Lola Rosa patch, we still have several that are looking good, and we're still eating on these, but then some of these are starting to bolt as well. So I'm going to dig up 3 of these and put them on a complete opposite side of the yard so we can collect some Lola Rosa seed and some red romaine seed. So that's what I'm about to do. And then I'm going to dig 3 plants of each, and then the rest of the plants that aren't, that are starting to bolt, I'm going to pull and give to the chickens.
So how's your lettuce transplanting going?
I had one attempt that didn't go well, and then the next attempt went really well. I got a good little root ball on the last one I tried.
What's your technique on the...
Well, apparently to destroy the root ball on this one. There. I'm trying to take out an intact... Oh yeah, good grief. Gosh, that hurts my feelings from killing worms everywhere. But I'm going around the plant. I'm trying to get about a shovel's depth without destroying the root ball. I'm trying to keep an intact root ball.
Maybe that's your problem. You're going for a root ball instead of a root ball.
That's the problem. All right. I'm working in tight quarters and having to dance around other stuff. All right, so this one I should just gently lift out the beautiful root ball.
Yeah, I can see the clay there.
Yep. Alright, and get down and try to tip it back.
Let's see if this technique works. No.
Beautiful.
No.
Isn't that decent?
Yes.
Not bad.
You can look at the clay.
Oh yeah.
Clay, good soil. Good soil.
And that's the soil we built over the past 6 years and not tilling. This is why we quit tilling, because we get a good layer of good rich soil on top and then till it in with all this nasty clay.
Yeah.
So we're just layering. All right, now I'm going to try to I'm going to go put it in the hole I already have pre-dug over here.
So you pre-dug a hole over here somewhere.
Yes.
You dropped your clay.
Alright.
Oh, that's the pre-dug hole.
Yeah, but I need to scoop it out a little. Okay, so this should just set gently down into the hole.
Your clay.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's beautiful. It's beautiful.
The other one worked much, much better. I don't know if this guy's going to make it. That one worked really well. That one just fit right down in
see
it.
That one. That's good.
We'll see. I may do another one now just to make sure. But there were 2 plants in each of these.
Good worm.
Yep.
Right there. Good worm.
Beautiful. Oh, I'm putting where I'm stepping. Alright, I think I'm going to do one more just to make sure, because this one doesn't feel like it went real well.
Okay, a technique here on a double. Going for a double. I'll hold the plant.
Alright, straight down.
Yeah, just a small pry back. That's it.
That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, it sticks and it hits that clay.
Yep. Alright, try this side.
Clay is not good.
Clay's horrible.
Alright, that's good. Yep, now I gotta come on this side.
Mm-hmm. You want me to move?
Yeah, let me
Alright, enough on this side.
Alright, when you do that last side, just go ahead and come up with it.
Yep. Golly, it sticks in that clay.
Yep.
Alright, last side. There we go. Yeah,
There you go.
that's beautiful.
That one worked.
Yep. That's perfect.
Yep.
Alright, I've got my pre-dug hole ready
See
to
the
go.
clay?
Wow, yeah, that's where the shovel was sticking in that
Clay,
garbage.
and then this is what we've built.
Wow, that's pretty telling.
Yep.
Sandy gumbo clay. Alright, here's my hole.
There you go.
Okay, here's our 3 red romaine. Hopefully, these 2 I feel pretty confident about. This one had a little bit of a garbage root ball, so he may not make it, but we'll see.
You're like a damn bull in a china cabinet. Hey, watch it.
Alright, you go.
Pull.
I'm pulling. There we go.
Yeah.
Dead cherry tree.
Dead cherry tree.
Okay, these are the 3 Lola Rosas we transplanted, and they look, I think they were good transplants. We'll see. We'll see how they do, but hopefully let them stay over here just long enough to go to seed and we can collect the seed. Okay, so this is where we dug out the Lola Rosa, and a lot of the rest of this is either starting to bolt or it's beaten down, and down here is the squirrel buffet. These squirrels come from that little area over there, come tripping around the corner, and they'll attack the lettuce right here. So this has been lettuce for the squirrels for a while now. So I'm just going to pull this whole little row right here, and I am going to transplant the Swiss Chard we have that we started from seed, and it's been in cups for a while. So I'm going to set the Swiss Chard out in this little area. I'm going to leave this little section of lettuce, and we'll take that one, but this little section of lettuce is still not trying to bolt, and so it'll be good for salads for a while. So I'm going to leave this little section of the Lola Rosa. Okay, here's our row of Swiss chard. These plants are healthy and this soil is good and rich, so have high hopes, high expectations for the Swiss chard. And we have several little heads of broccoli out here. It's been so long since we've been able to get a head of broccoli. That one looks promising. And one over here looks nice. There's a decent head. There's a real pretty one over there in that row of broccoli we've got on the other side of the garden. Next project, we are going to, in these flats, we're going to start some more squash for a second rotation of squash. And we're going to start some okra seed in flats. And when it gets warmer, we want to get the seeds on up so when it gets warmer we can set them out. And we're thinking about setting them along that fence between our house and the neighbor's house. Just kind of a little bit of a privacy screen there, an edible privacy screen. Okay, so we're going to plant the early straight neck squash in this flat. And then we're going to do the Clemson spineless in these individual cups. Alan's using a popsicle stick just to make a little divot in the middle to plant the seeds. And last year in this section of the garden, we had a whole bunch of zinnias planted. And I've had a couple starting to volunteer over here, but I want more. So now we saved seed from the zinnias last year, so I'm about to plant myself a flat of zinnias too to transplant out. And these are seed that we saved last year. And this was the petal of the flower, and that's the seed on the base. So we just pick the seed off and plant it. And these are assorted color seeds we saved. Of zinnia seeds. Oh yeah, assorted color of zinnia seeds. And these are all white zinnia seeds. Well, we think they are. We harvest them off of a white flower. So we're going to do one flat of mixed colors and one flat of white to see what we get. This is our row of Siberian kale, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And we haven't picked it yet, but today is the day. So I'm going to pick us a good batch of this, and this is what we are going to have for lunch today. But these are beautiful plants. So I'm just going to pop the leaves off. I'm going to get these bigger leaves and leave the little ones inside to grow some more. Wow, they're snapping off so easy. They're so tender. Alright, well I will finish picking this and then I will do a weigh-in. This is going to be today's lunch. Okay, I have the container on the scale and I have it set to 0. I tiered the container. Mr. D is ready for greens. He loves them. Here goes. Okay, so this is our Siberian kale harvest for today. 2.96 pounds of greens. 2.96 pounds of Siberian kale. Mr. D cannot wait. Om nom nom. He's crazy. All right, quit, Mr. D. That one's yours now. Have fun. It's time to pick the Oregon sugar pods again. Got some pretty nice ones on here. Harder to pick with one hand. Alright, I'm going to go through and pick all these and then I will come back and show you what we got. Got a decent little harvest of the snow peas. We'll have these for lunch tomorrow. It's time to pick the asparagus too. Go through and pick it. It's been about the day before yesterday I picked it, so it's time to pick it again. Okay, so these are the snow peas we harvested, and this is the asparagus for today. And I was noticing over here in the squash patch that we should be having squash in a couple of days. Let's see. Here's one that should get ready. And here's a little double that may get ready. And where is he? A couple more. So we ought to be having squash in a couple days. I'm getting kind of excited about that. There's a Siberian kale we harvested today. And I think that's about it for today in the garden. I may do a little more planting this afternoon. See, I set this Swiss Chard out over there. I think we're going to put the eggplant in this spot where we pulled the red romaine lettuce. And we may pull a couple of those Chinese Hilton cabbages out there and start planting a couple of the peppers. But that's about it for today in the garden. I thought of one other thing I wanted to show. We're out playing in the garden this morning, and the green beans down on this end of this final row are blooming. And these are contender green beans, and they are blooming, so it shouldn't be too long now before we start having some little green beans. That was a kind of a pleasant surprise. I wasn't expecting it, but these are in full bloom. And that's it for the garden update today. Thanks for watching.